presentation of the Academy Athletics Network.
Consistency for the SJA Redstickers, who are looking to extend their winning streak tonight as they take on the visiting McGehee Hawks out of New Orleans. It's time for some sticker basketball presented by Pirate and Seafood on the Academy Athletics Network. Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the Academy Student Center here at St. Joseph's Academy. I'm Linley Denstel alongside my partner, Ava Thevenot. Ava, the last time the sticker basketball team dropped a game was before Thanksgiving. Since they've gone on an incredible run.
They absolutely have. They won their last 13 games in a row. Most recently last night when they more than doubled up on Ascension Catholic, 60-25. And remember, this team is incredibly young. There's only 2 upper-class women on the squad, senior Kendall Daly and junior Madeline Campbell. The rest of the team is really leaning on them for leadership. Looking at Madeline in particular, over the last 5 games, she's averaging about 6 points per game and actually exceeded her average last night. As such, her playing minutes have been increasing, and she's becoming a lot more comfortable in her role as a shooting guard. And you know her team looks up to her too. They voted her one of the team captains. I'd be surprised if we didn't see Madeline in a big role tonight, and we'll talk to her later on in the broadcast.
That we will. The Stickers are hosting the McGehee Hawks from uptown New Orleans tonight. The Hawks defeated St. Scholastica 45-41 just 2 days ago, and are now sitting at 6-5 on the season. Meanwhile, the Redstickers are at an outstanding 13-2, looking for their 14th consecutive win tonight. And to see how they might do that, let's take a look at SJ's keys to the game. Ava, take us through it.
The first thing is to play with consistency. It's great to be able to win 13 games in a row, but that doesn't happen if you're not making sure that you stay consistent. The Stickers have struggled with this a little bit recently, so they need to really hone in and focus to make sure they're staying consistent throughout all the aspects of the game tonight. Next, they have to be able to race in space. We've talked about it before, but one of Coach Tim Waller's biggest coaching philosophies is that it's easier to score buckets when there's fewer people defending you. He leans heavily into the transition offense, so the Redstickers will need to get down the court with the ball fast to take advantage of those easy points. Finally, communication makes you faster. We just talked about how the Stickers will be relying on their speed. One of the most common obstacles to achieving that speed is the lack of communication. When the communication is flowing and open, that speed won't just be there, it'll actually increase and should open up the game a lot more for the Redstickers. If they can do all of that, it's hard to imagine that this winning streak doesn't continue.
We should be in for some great basketball tonight, and we're glad you're spending some time with us. In just a few moments, it'll be pregame and tip-off for the McGehee Hawks and the SJA Redstickers, live here on the Academy Athletics Network.
be read by sophomore Julia Hassler. In the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Good and gracious God, let me play well but fairly. Let competition make me strong but never hostile. In this and in all things, guide me to a virtuous path. If I know victory, grant me happiness. If I am denied, keep me from envy. See me not when I am cheered, but when I bend to help my opponent up. Seal it in my heart that everyone who takes the court with me becomes my sister. Remind me that sports are just games. Teach me something that will matter once the games are over. And if through basketball I set an example, let it be a good one. Amen. St. Joseph, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Now our national anthem will be sung by Anna Claire Wilson.
Oh, can you see what the dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed. And the rockets ran, the bombs were singing, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of God's rest?
And now let's see the lineup for the visiting Hawks. At number 11, senior India Grant. At number 13, junior Faith Castellanos. At 21, junior Kylie Buford. At 22, sophomore Paige Fanta. And at 24, freshman Emery Bill. The Hawks are coached by Rob Pearson, Britt LeDuff, and head coach Amy Nussbaum. And now, give it up for your 2025-2026 St. Joseph's Academy Redstickers. Shirts are reserved. At number 2, freshman Evelyn Osborne. At number 10, freshman Emma Wilson. At number 11, sophomore Adeline Hardy. At 14, sophomore Julia Hassler. At 15, sophomore Kinley Massick. At 24, sophomore Reagan Talamo. At 15, sophomore Braylon Valenti. And tonight's starters, give it up for number 12, sophomore Adelaide Sanchez. Number 14, sophomore Julia Hassler. And number 20, sophomore Britt Chavitine. At number 30,
Welcome to our broadcast. And yes, let's go Redstickers. Thank you all for joining us on this lovely Friday night. It's January 9th, and we are ready for some great basketball. I'm Linley Denstel.
And I'm Ava Thevenot.
The Stickers get ready for tip-off. Currently on the court are Kendall Daly, Ella Gisclair, Bryn Chapeton, Julia Hosslauer, and Adelaide Sanchez.
It's going to be interesting to see how this game plays out. Both teams won their previous games, so.
Yes, and like we said before, the Redstickers are looking for their 14th consecutive win. They have not lost a game since Thanksgiving break.
That's right. The Redstickers have been doing really well this season, thanks to the leadership, of course, of Coach Tim Waller, of assistant coach
Colby David.
And then also the seniors and the junior on the team, Kendall Daly and Madeline Campbell as well, are doing great in leading the team to their victory so far.
Yes, the girls have talked a lot about how Kendall and
Madeline?
Yes, how they're great role models, and how I think it's really important whenever you're playing to have people to look up to, you know, not only as basketball players, but also as people, because basketball is such a team sport that you have to like lift each other up and stuff.
Yeah, you definitely have to get along with your teammates.
Yeah, and I think that leadership has helped the chemistry on this team build, and you can definitely tell how close these girls are, how they trust each other on the court while they're playing. It's going to be thrown in by Julia Hosslauer.
All right, and it seems like McGehee has the ball. Must have been a foul on SJA.
It's tipped out of bounds by Bryn Chapeton. Great defense, though.
Just for a little bit of comparison, SJA's current record is 13-5, while McGehee is 6-5. So I'm sorry, not 13-5, 13-2, while McGehee is 6-5. Yes. So I'm curious to see will McGehee pull through, or is SJA going to take the win again? And McGehee has the ball. Both teams seem like they're doing a really good job of getting the ball away from each other, which is good and bad at the same time.
Steal and layup by Bryn Chapeton to put the Redstickers at 2-0, the first score of the game. What a play. Gotten by Kendall Daly.
And I'm not exactly quite sure what happened there. I believe it must have been a foul on SJA. It must have been.
You mean a foul on McGehee?
I'm sorry, a foul on McGehee. It must have been a charge against SJA.
Ella Gisclair puts it up, makes it in. And she's also going to get to take some free throws.
Because she made it in, she gets 1 free throw.
Correct.
We've seen it in previous games. SJ usually does pretty well on their free throws, so let's see. And once again, made it right in the net.
Madeline Campbell fights for the ball, but McGehee gets it back.
You can tell McGehee works on their passing. However, their shooting sometimes is a little bit off target.
But that shot sure wasn't, making the score 5-2 with about 4.5 minutes in this first period.
That was an amazing pass over to Madeline. To.
Where's Madeline Campbell?
Oh, okay, Madeline Campbell.
Kendall Daly puts it up, not quite enough. McGehee, number 21, is now taking it down the court. I liked the aggression there from Kendall Daly in her defense. Number 15 subbing in for number 21 for the Hawks. Julia Hosslauer passes it into Bryn Chapaton, who passes it to Madeline Campbell. Like we've seen before, the Redstickers also like to pass it around the court. And Julia Hosslauer with that three-pointer. Excellent shot. Excellent offense all around. They're playing intense, but they're playing smart.
They are, and they seem to be in more of a zone defense as of now.
Stolen by Bryn Chapaton. Sorry.
It's okay. A zone defense as of now, especially with McGehee passing it so quickly.
And that makes the score 10-2. A timeout was called by McGehee. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. Before this game, we actually had our alumni basketball game.
That we did. 27 SJ basketball alumni attended, while 18 played in the game.
And our attendees, their classes of graduation ranged from class of 2025 to the class of 1964. Wow, what dedication, Redstickers. I'm very impressed.
Yes, and the person who played in the game who was farthest from their graduation date was 1998.
Look at that sticker fire still flaming strong.
Yes.
That seems to have been a foul on Kendall Daly. Julia Hosslauer and Bryn Chapaton come out of the game. So does Kendall Daly. They were replaced by number 10, Emma Wilson, number 2, Evelyn Osborne, and number 50, Braylon Valenti. Two of which are sophomores, and one is a freshman. No, excuse me. 2 are freshmen, and 1 is a sophomore. So
Wow.
making the current Redstickers on the court quite young.
It's impressive that this team has been able to hold their own so well, especially being such a young team with, again, only 2 upper-class women.
Yes, I agree. And I think it kind of goes back into that team chemistry. I think that also will help them in later years because they're such a young team. They can grow up together.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Both free throws miss. Rebound recovered by a Hawk.
Wow, that was a very interesting play that SJ just made. They passed it, lobbing it down the court to different players, but it somehow worked until the very end.
Yes.
I wonder if that was kind of something they did on the spot or if that's something that they practiced.
Yeah. The score is now 10-2. Number 20, sophomore Bryn Chapaton, has actually scored 5 of the Redstickers' points. That's half of them. So way to go, Bryn.
Another thing about SJA is there's so many top scorers on the team. You know, I feel like every single game that we've been at, they've rotated who's scoring consistently. Yeah.
Yes.
And so whenever you have a team that good at scoring, I mean, you're practically unbeatable, as we've seen. 13-2.
Yes. That was Eligas Claire with the layup. And going back to that, I don't think that the girls are like selfish at all when it comes to like wanting to consistently take shots. I think it's just every girl is so strong in their shooting skills.
Absolutely.
That it really works out in their favor.
And it all goes back to that communication, which was one of the keys to the game we talked about in the beginning. If you were watching, it's just these girls learn to communicate and know how to communicate so well, again, because they're so close in age, or because they do so many different exercises and techniques to get closer to each other. They practice consistently. They know how each other plays. And so they really want to help out their teammates.
Yes, and it's very visible in their offense and their defense. You can see the girls like switching like women to cover and
That was a steal from number 2, Evelyn Osborne. She is only a freshman.
Yes.
And with a minute and 22 seconds left in the game, it's SJA 14, McGehee 2.
That was a foul on number 3, Madeline Campbell. I believe both teams currently have 3 fouls. It's brought down the court by Emma Wilson. Pass to Evelyn Osborne, who's under the goal. Less than a minute left in this first period.
And in this period, McGehee has 4 fouls, SJA has 3. One more foul, and McGehee is automatically in bonus.
Excellent shot there by Emma Wilson.
And for the entire season so far, for the last 5 games, leading scorers have been Emma Wilson, freshman, Evelyn Osborne, a freshman, senior Kendall Daly, and sophomore Adelaide Sanchez. When you have 2 freshmen who are your leading scorers,
exactly,
I'm sure Coach Waller is very, very excited for the years to come with them.
Yes. Emma's averaging 9 points per game, while Evelyn's doing 8.4. Those are very high numbers. Mm-hmm. And then you have Kendall Daly with 7.8 points averaging points per game, and then Adelaide Sanchez with 7.6. Those are all very high numbers, especially just from one person in these high school games. And I think that is really what's leading these Redstickers to wins.
Absolutely.
13 times in a row.
Yeah, and it works together with those rebounders. Leading rebounders for the last 5 games include Braylon Valenti and again Evelyn Osborne, sophomore and freshman.
Yes.
So they both still have a good 2-3 years on the court. It's exciting to see what they'll do in the future.
Evelyn Osborne at the free throw line.
And she gets another shot. Wow, another thing to note about Evelyn Osborne, she is 5'3".
Is she really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
which is pretty intriguing, especially for a basketball player. You know, they usually are on the taller side. So to do this well and kind of be at a disadvantage against other taller players,
Yes.
it's pretty impressive.
It doesn't seem to be impacting her game at all because she's leading steals on the team. She has an average of 3.2 steals in the last 5 games.
Wow. And another person to note on those steals, again, is senior Kendall Daly with 2.2 averaging. And also, Kendall Daly is leading in assists, averaging about 3.2 assists per game, while Emma Wilson, the other freshman, is averaging about 2.2. I'm sorry, 2.4.
Two of our SJA Redsticker basketball players recently just celebrated birthdays. That's so exciting. Kinley Massett, who is a sophomore, celebrated her birthday on January 5th, and Braylon Valenti had a birthday on Tuesday, January 6th. And that was actually the day that we came back from Christmas break. So happy birthday, ladies.
Yes. And in case you're curious about other sports happening at SJA, soccer is currently ranked number 1 in Division 1, and they're playing right now at St. Scholastica, going for their 10th win. They're currently
9-2-1. 9 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. Starting the second period, Redstickers pass it around. Out of bounds, McGehee will get to take it down.
one thing about McGehee is that they really handle the ball well. They dribble well. They pass well. That's something that you can tell that they work on in their practices. They really just need to get better at those easy shots, easy layups, easy threes, and even easy free throws.
Yes, you can see the communication between them as well as they're in defense and offense, really working together. It's just a lot of their baskets just aren't landing.
Mm-hmm.
But that one did. So 17-4.
And she was also fouled while taking the shot, so number 24 will be shooting a free throw.
Three shots taken by Emma Wilson made, putting the score at 20-5.
Mm-hmm. Coach Waller really emphasizes those shots. We've talked about it before with him. He really, really makes those girls practice and do drills and consistently work on getting those shots better. Because you can see here, they're such an important aspect of the game.
Some fighting down on the court. Elegance players on the ground.
And freshman Emma Wilson also has 5 points for this game.
So between Bryn Chapaton and Emma Wilson, half of the Redstickers points come from those 2 players.
Wow, that's impressive.
Nice defense played there by Adelaide Sanchez. Ball gets passed around. Kinley Massett is now in the game, meaning that all underclassmen are currently in the game. There seems to be something going on the court. Ava, do you know what?
I do not.
The refs are discussing something. Julia Haslauer is standing there awaiting what they're going to say. I must have missed what happened.
Me as well. Coach Waller is also trying to figure out what happened. It seems kind of everyone is in confusion.
Whatever the call was, or will result in number 21 McGehee passing it into her player. Another ref trying to explain it to Coach Waller. He doesn't seem too happy. Seems kind of confused of the call. It's up and in. And she also will get a free throw for that shot. So the score is now 20-7.
And another free throw on that shot. SJA really needs to keep their hands away from those shooters.
Yes, in the second quarter, SJA has 3 fouls while McGehee has 0.
That's a pretty big difference from the first quarter where McGehee was actually leading in the fouls.
Yes, McGehee seems to have refined their defense a little bit.
And McGehee is from New Orleans, so they had a little bit of time to go over their strategies and the way they were going to do things on the bus ride over here.
Yes. You can see Coach Waller talking to his team, hyping them up, telling them what to do next. Hopefully telling them to play some cleaner defense so we can limit any more fouls.
Mm-hmm. And also, in terms of other athletics around St. Joseph's Academy, volleyball coach Donna Pixley was named Metro Coach of the Year. It was her first ever season here at SJA, and the volleyball team actually reached state semifinals.
Yeah, very impressive.
It'll be interesting to see how she continues on volleyball for the next few years.
Yes. I believe Coach Pixley came from Dunham, I want to say. So she is very well experienced in the high school volleyball area.
Yes.
Ava, did you happen to see Dad's Club members outside of the gym this morning?
I did not.
Okay, so the Dad's Club members, once a month, they stand by sophomore carpool and they hand out little gifts. Or they are just like welcome the girls, like saying hi, have a great day. Like for Christmas, they were giving out candy canes. On Halloween, they were dressed up as crayons. It's like the
Aw.
cutest little festive thing ever. And so we love our dad's club for that.
Yeah, I did not see that. I don't actually walk that way normally, so
Yeah.
unfortunately I didn't get to get any candy canes or I didn't see the crayons,
Yeah.
but
Yes. Luckily, my parking spot, I walk that way into
right.
school. If you are an SJA dad and want to be a part of the Dad's Club, you would be interested to know that this coming Wednesday, January 14th at 6:30, there's a general membership meeting where there's going to be guest speakers Ronnie Rance and Russell Brock. So,
Wow.
very, very fun to attend. And if you do want to attend, you can secure your spot on School Cash Online.
And it seems like there's some pretty intriguing people. Ronnie Rance is the CEO and president of the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame Foundation. Russell Brock is the LSU beach volleyball head coach. So some pretty impressive names coming speak for the SJA Dads Club.
Yes, check that out if you're free on January 14th.
Again, that's at 6:30.
Madeline Campbell's back in the game. The rest of the girls in are sophomores. The Redstickers now lead 25-9. Those are some pretty good numbers considering we're a little over halfway through the second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Future Redstickers, if you apply to SJA, you should keep a lookout in your mail because acceptance letters are coming out on February 2nd.
Linley, not to stop you really quick, but there will also be a half-court throwing competition in 3 minutes, so stay tuned for that.
Yes, that's what Athletic Director Aaron Hart was just saying to the gymnasium.
Yeah, that'll be pretty intriguing. They're picking 3 random people out of the crowd that signed up. So. And you were talking about the boxes.
Oh, the acceptance letters? Yes. So look out in your mailbox for the big red envelope. It will be mailed out on February 2nd. Actually, I think whenever I was getting my acceptance, it was a big red box. So that's interesting.
Yeah, I believe mine was as well. I remember I was with my friend whenever I got mine, and we had gone back to my house, and my mom had like a little sweatshirt and stuff, and then her dad got us crumble cookies. So.
Aw. Yes, fun times. Very exciting times.
Yeah.
I remember a bunch of like moms. Can they master with the layup? Anyway, I remember a bunch of moms posting on Facebook. They'd get like the really like do a lot moms. They would get cookie cakes with like congrats, and then they'd have like balloons, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
I think my mom put streamers on the door of my bedroom. Yeah. Really, really fun.
Yeah, it's special too because this class is actually going to be the incoming Turtles.
Yes.
For those of you that don't know, Linley and I are currently seniors, which means we are the Turtles that are coming before them. So
yes, here at SJA, each class has a mascot, and these mascots rotate. So currently, the class of 2026 are the Turtles. The class of 2025 are the Dolphins. The class of 2028 are the Flamingos. And the class of 2029 are the Bees. No. The Dolphins are the class of 29, and the Bees are 2027. Yes. Sorry. And so, yes, once we graduate, the class of 2026, the class of 2030 will come, and they will be the Turtles.
Yes, and just to kind of clarify, the envelope is the acceptance letter, but the box comes in. The box actually comes in on the day that applications open.
Really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. That was quite a bit ago.
Redstickers passing the ball around. Emma Wilson with that shot. Not quite. McGee's going to take it down the court. She breaks. Looks for number 11. And it's intercepted by Kinley Massett, who's going to rush down the court. Looking for a teammate to pass to. Evelyn Osborne right there. Let's put that two-pointer up. Making the score 29-11. Less than a minute remain in the first half of this game. I believe that was a double dribble call.
And Emma Wilson will be throwing it into number 2, Evelyn Osborne. Those are the only 2 freshmen on the court at this moment, I believe. And also the only 2 freshmen on the varsity team. So it would be the only 2 freshmen on the court. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it now. Not the 2 freshmen on the team. There are others. I'm so sorry about that.
I think they may be the only freshmen dressed out today. However, there are other freshmen on the varsity roster.
Wow, that was impressive. Number 2, Evelyn Osborne, went up for the layup.
Excellent shot, seconds before the end of the half. Yeah. What a great first half by the Redstickers. They are leading 31-11.
Dang, up by 20 points.
20-point deficit. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, just like last night, they are over doubling the opponent team.
Yes. Stay tuned for the halftime free throw.
Yeah. Before that, we will be questioning Coach Waller.
Yes. Hi, Coach Waller.
Hey, how y'all doing? What's up?
We're doing great. What are your thoughts on your team so far in this first half? They're doing great when it comes to scoring, making a lot of their baskets. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been trying to be very consistent. The Christmas break kind of killed us a little bit, but we're trying to get things back on track. We had a little bit of a slow start, in my opinion. I just think there's a lot of events and things going on with, the alumni game and the fans being here. But we turned it around and we focused, and I like where we're at right now. But McGehee is a very good team. Coach does a very good job. So we got 16 minutes where we got to keep playing.
And Coach, we've been talking a lot about communication. Have you been doing a lot of exercises with your girls to really get them to open up and communicate this season? It seems like they're doing really well in that category.
Yes, that's a great question. We've had plenty of team bonding things and that we've done throughout the year that have been coordinated by our parents. So this is a really, really close group. They get along, they love each other. So that's why it's important that they take those things and those team bonding moments and transfer them to the court. Again, McGehee is doing some things that are giving us some difficulty, and just communicating will speed up our thinking process. So that's what's always very important, that we do those things on the floor.
Thank you so much, Coach Waller.
Appreciate y'all ladies being here. Stick to greatness. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. That was Coach Waller.
Yes, now stay tuned for the halftime half-court competition. There will be 3 gift cards as prizes.
Yes. She's calling out the names currently. I believe if you walked in and wanted to sign up, you could. And your name was picked out of a box.
It's Millie. Just Millie.
Aww.
Okay, guys.
Oh, I believe these girls are going to get 3 half-court shots, as Ms. Hart just explained.
There also seems to be maybe one of the dads.
This is great. The first person to make their shot will get the first pick of the gift cards, and second and then third. First shot is up. Oh, just slightly off trajectory, but the height was good. Our first lovely lady going up. You know, that was really close.
Yeah. For as young as these girls are,
I was
that
quite
was
impressed.
yeah.
I think the running start's really helping. And it's up.
Absolutely.
And wow, she decided to go for the one arm throw. You know, as a softball player, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, it went over the goal.
Oh! Second try. He gets it. Ah, his daughter celebrating
Wow.
with it. That was cute.
That's
That was impressive.
yeah.
He made the slight adjustment, and yeah, that was great.
And so, as Miss Erin Hart just said, he will now pick his gift card.
Now our two young ladies.
It all boils down to them. Whoever makes the next shot gets to pick the next gift card.
She's getting her running start. Get it, girl. Oh, same as the dad's first shot, a little off the trajectory, but the height was good. Oh, she went for more of a chest pass approach that time.
You know, I'm very impressed that these aren't really air balls. Of course, the first round, they were just kind of getting into it, but now it's like, dang.
Now they seem to be moving to the three-point shot. It's up. Oh, right off the rim. That was close.
Yeah.
It's up.
Wow.
Excellent shot.
These girls might need to join the SJA basketball team when they get here.
Oh, yeah. I see a nice future for the SJA basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Our last friend is going to line up for a free throw.
Mm-hmm.
She's got it. I believe in her.
Mental right now. You can do this. Come on.
Wow.
And
That was string music, too.
Yes, we love it.
Mm-hmm.
That was so fun. That was cute.
Hey, everybody, there is still some light in the concession stand. The bowl is only $2. Ensure that you get yourself some and enjoy the rest of the day.
Yeah, and we have a lot of our SJA staff joining us today as well. We have Mr. Andrew Kane and the principal, Miss Andrew Kane. We have Mr. Pinkway.
A theology teacher.
Yes. And
A front desk worker, Miss Stinson. And we have a couple of teachers. We have Miss Welsh, who's a facts teacher. That's like family and consumer science.
yes. And there were more, however, they seem to have left. We will now be going to a break. So thank you for joining us. We will see you
In a couple minutes.
Yep.
Thank you all for tuning in with us once again. Redstickers lead 31-11. If you were watching our halftime, you noticed our little competition we had, but you also may have noticed that our Redstickers and our cheerleaders are not with us today. That is because tonight they're performing at the LSU National Showcase. They're showing their routines that they're going to compete at Nationals.
Yes, that's right. And Nationals are actually at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex at Walt Disney World in Lake Buena Vista, Florida.
Yes, the cheer team's going to compete January 30th and 31st, while the Redstickers, our dance team, is going to compete January 30th through February 1st.
That's right, and they compete in so many different categories. I know the dance team competes in jazz, they compete in game day, and in hip-hop.
Yes, and they always come back with some kind of victory. We are so proud of them. They are so talented girls, such talented girls.
Yes.
The Redstickers are now shooting on this near side basket, while as McGee's on the other side. However, neither team has scored in the first almost minute of the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Our sponsor for tonight's game is Pyran's Seafood Restaurant. And actually, Ava and I had the pleasure of getting to try some of this amazing food. I think it's really good.
Absolutely. We had some jambalaya, some boudin balls, and even some chicken tenders, and it was all phenomenal.
Yes, 10 out of 10. I definitely recommend. Please check out Pyran's Seafood Restaurant.
Yeah, none of it is too spicy, not too sweet. It's right in the middle. It's perfect.
Yes, very well seasoned. And Pyran's was sweet enough to cater for us for free of charge this alumni event that we had prior to the start of this game. And I'm really glad I got to try this food. I'm definitely going there real soon.
Me too. And they obviously have so many other options other than seafood.
Exactly.
I mean, we were offered catfish and stuff like that.
French fries even.
Yeah, they had French fries.
So definitely check that out.
There's something for everyone.
Both teams are still scoreless in this second half. Redstickers looking to get the ball in the basket here.
The Hawks have definitely picked up on their defense. They seem to be a lot more man-to-man, a lot more aggressive with their defense this quarter. Wow, and
steal there.
I believe that was actually a freshman, number 24 for McGehee.
Kendall Daly makes that shot and is fouled on her way up, so she's going to get another shot here on the free throw line.
And McGehee is now throwing it in.
Again, the Hawks just can't seem to get a basket in. And with that, a pass completely out of bounds will give the Redstickers possession.
Yeah, that was kind of a lose-lose situation. If she would have touched it, it would have been offsides. And if she didn't have touched it, it went out of bounds. So there was really no way to come back from that for McGehee. SJ's shooting has seemed to be a little bit thrown off, but hopefully they
recover quickly.
Yes, definitely.
Kendall Daly takes it. It's up and in. Excellent intensity by Kendall Daly here.
SJ is being really quick with the ball today. They're stealing it automatically. As soon as a McGehee player slips up, SJ is right under their tail, really ready to get the ball today.
And not only that, but the other girls are ready, waiting to get open and ready to get past too.
Yeah. And again, McGehee with that defense, we just saw number 22 set a pick, and then another girl was pushed down. McGehee is really, really starting to get aggressive. We'll see how this plays out.
Yes, that was a foul against McGehee. Bryn Chapaton puts up a 3. Again, another pass out of bounds.
It seems kind of like both teams have been really thrown off. McGehee was really good at passing in the beginning, and now they're kind of getting iffy with it. And same with SJ. SJ was doing really well at
Shooting, and it's dwindling.
Yeah.
All of a sudden. And that one's good. The Redstickers have scored 11 points, I believe, in this first 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes of the second half. And that's what McGehee scored in the first half as a whole. So.
Wow.
Again, just can't seem to make it in.
Mm-hmm.
Much to the Redstickers' benefit, of course.
Right. And it doesn't seem like the Redstickers are they're playing hard defense, but definitely not as hard as McGehee, and definitely McGehee should definitely be able to get those shots in.
I agree. You can't win games if you can't make shots.
Right.
Number 3, Madeline Campbell's back in the game, and we will actually get to speak with her after the game, so make sure you tune in for that.
Yes, on top of playing basketball, Madeline is a part of 4 different clubs, including Mu Alpha Theta, SJ's Beta Club,
Student Council, and SJA's Ambassador Program.
Mm-hmm. So if you ever see Madeline around school, make sure you say hey. That's another thing that I think is really emphasized here at SJA, and especially with athletics, is being a part of not only these athletic organizations, but also things that boost your skills, like your learning and your people talking and stuff like that.
Yes. All help you be very well-rounded people.
Absolutely.
Emphasis on academics here and sports and all these student organizations you can become a part of to not only like make friends and stuff, but as you said, make skills and like really prepare you for things that you can get involved in the future, like in college or even outside in like a profession.
Yeah. SJ offers so many opportunities like journalism.
Yes.
Like
journalism.
the entrepreneurship class or St. Joe Doe.
Yes.
And even like Linley said, these student clubs and organizations like Ambassadors, like Beta Club, like National Honor Society, and so many more.
A note on the game, both Bryn Chapaton and Adelaide Sanchez have 10 points each on this game so far. And both girls are actually coming out of the game right now.
And based on the way the game is going, this looks like it might be SJ's 14th win in a row.
Yes, that's what we're hoping for at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And a note on SJA's wins. Do you want to hear a fun fact, Ava?
Sure.
Okay, so Coach Waller is wearing a lucky pair of pants.
Okay.
Do you want to know what that entails?
Yeah.
Okay, so after the Redstickers lost their first 2 games this season, Coach Waller thought that something, needed to be changed.
Right.
And so after their first victory on November 24th over E.D. White in the Dunham Thanksgiving tournament, he decided that he was no longer going to wash the pants he was wearing at that game. And so he has been wearing those pants to every game since then. And
Wow.
that means the 13 consecutive games that SJA has been winning, he has been wearing the same unwashed pair of pants. And,
Wow.
I think that is crazy. That superstitious, yes, but, what works.
I mean, it definitely seems to be working. So if anyone thought his pants looked familiar, I guess that's why.
That would be why. And, Coach Waller isn't the only one partaking in this superstition. His wife, actually, Anne Marie, has not washed her jacket that she wears to all of her games, and she wore on the E.D. White game. So
Wow.
she has an unwashed jacket, that's lucky, and he has unwashed pants.
Wow, I guess the next person is Coach David. We'll have to figure out
what does
something
Coach
of his.
David have?
Yeah,
Maybe we can ask Coach Waller about his pants later in the post-game interview.
we will definitely have to. And I feel like that's something common around a lot of basketball players. I know
a lot of athletes in general,
yeah, a lot of them have these superstitions. Some go without washing socks.
Yeah, that seems icky.
Yeah. And even down to the free throws. I mean, SJ athletes, any athletes, sometimes they'll double dribble.
Have a pre-ritual.
Yeah.
Yes, volleyball, some people have serving,
Yeah.
softball, going up to bat,
Mm-hmm.
all the things.
Yeah, and you can see here she bounced it 3 times, rolled a little bit on her fingers, and then went.
I think that just kind of highlights how mental academics can be, especially basketball.
Athletics, but
Yes, athletics, excuse me.
and academics.
Well, yes, of course, but athletics as well. Do you agree, Ava?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's really, really in your head. And I think that's also why, a lot of times smack talking can work so well, is because once you get in that opponent's head, it's really, really hard to get out of it.
Yes. That is the end of our third quarter. The Redstickers are doing a great job. You can see a team huddle.
Yeah, we want to thank you guys for sticking along this far if you've been watching.
Yes.
And back to our cheerleaders and Red Steppers, we will actually be hosting Red and White Night for them on January 25th at 4:45 p.m. It's open to grades 6th through 8th, and there's a meet and greet with the cheerleaders and dancers.
Wow, that's really exciting.
I know. They're pretty fun people, so you'll have to go say hi.
Yes, please check that out.
And you can watch performances of their 2026 Nationals routine, which I know personally is something that everyone at SJA cherishes and loves to watch.
Yes, we all want to see that.
Yes, so if you're interested, you can register at visitsja.org.
I believe currently our leading shooter may be freshman Evelyn Osborne. She has 11 points on the game.
Wow.
Yes. So between Bryn Chapiton, Emma Wilson, and Evelyn Osborne, that's 31 of your Red Sticker points right there.
Dang. That's impressive, especially because aren't 2 of them freshmen?
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah. And number 24, Reagan Talamo, is now in the game. This is one of the first times I believe I'm seeing her play, but I'm intrigued to see how she'll do. She is a sophomore.
Yes.
And you can see some of the SJ players on the sidelines really cheering on their teammates. Wow. So I was kind of mistaken about the third quarter shooting. SJ actually scored 25 points in the third quarter.
Wow.
Which is more than they scored in the first or second.
I think it's funny to look at the SJA bench and see Coach Waller and then see Coach David. Coach David seems
Definitely.
calm and composed on his little chair, while Coach Waller is running up and down.
But that's kind of what you need in the coaches, I feel like. If you have
Yes.
too much of a certain type, then it's really, really difficult to do well. So you need someone that's so into it and someone that can kind of see the bigger picture and see it from that calmer perspective.
Yes, you need them to balance each other out.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. It really does not feel good to have two coaches that are kind of calmer and then two
Right.
coaches that are screaming at you.
Right. Kinley Massett goes in for Braylon Valenti. Again, all underclassmen are in right now.
And that's another thing that Coach Waller does a pretty good job of is just trading in and subbing out those players so
Yes.
consistently, especially when they get tired. He does a really good job of making sure that they all get a chance to kind of take a break and make sure that they're at their best whenever they're playing.
Yes, I agree.
Wow, and number 23 for McGehee just shot that up. I believe she looks like she's one of the tallest on the court.
Yes, I think you're right.
And both McGehee and St. Joseph's Academy have scored 2 points this quarter.
And layup made by Reagan Talamo. Was that her first score of the game? I think it was.
I believe so. We might be wrong, but I think that was. I hadn't seen her score before.
And a three-pointer. I think it's so fun to watch the
I know, I was about to say that.
three-pointer shots go up.
As soon as it went up, they all stood up, arms in the air.
Exactly. Again, really showing that connectedness between
Yes.
our Redstickers.
Definitely. And Eshe is actually up 50 points right now.
Yes, while number 21 for McGehee takes her place at the free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to get 2 shots.
The first one was no good. And the second one, no good as well. SJA with the rebound. I believe that is number 10, which is Emma Wilson. And number 24 for McGehee actually brought it back down the court, who's also a freshman for McGehee. She's been in quite a bit this game.
Interesting. I do think it's fun that the McGehee players, they all have a pink shoelace and a neon green shoelace.
I just realized that.
Oh, some of them have 2 pink.
Okay.
They must do like some swapping.
Yeah, it looks like it. I wonder what those colors might like represent, or if they even do represent. Maybe it's just maybe they're captain's favorite colors. I don't know.
Maybe those are the ones they picked on the bus ride over, and they were putting the shoelaces in.
Right.
Ooh, Kinley Massett fighting there. McGehee has a little sub in. Emma Wilson will pass it to Evelyn Osborne, who will take it down the court.
And the pick set by Kinley Massett. Oh. Eshe is going back to their routine passing like we've seen in previous games, where they kind of pass it to the outside of the three-pointer until one person is open to take a shot. Wow. SJ's defense again is doing so well, really pressuring those other players, kind of scaring them into giving up the ball.
What kind of offensive strategy do you think you would call this by the Redstickers? They seem to be moving around a lot, but also staying relatively close to the goal and together.
Yeah, I mean, wow, what a celebration. The Redstickers do a good job of just making sure at least one of them is open at all times, you know? And that's one thing about the Redstickers too. You can hear them from here, screaming "help, help!" and people's names, because again, it goes back to that communication and just letting your teammates know what you need from them at what time.
From where I'm sitting, I can smell popcorn from
Me as well.
From the concession stand.
Yes.
Down the stairs in the gym. Those of you at home, unfortunately, you can't smell the popcorn, but trust, it smells really good.
It does.
So if you ever have a chance to come out to a SJA basketball game, please do. And please go to the concession stand. They have great stuff there.
They do.
We love you tuning in here. However, I'm sure the Redstickers would love to see you come support them.
Absolutely.
Less than 30 seconds here. Evelyn Osborne kind of holding the ball, letting the time run out a little. Coach Waller doesn't seem too mad about it. A win is a win, you know? And it seems like she's going to let the timeout go out. And we're here for it. That makes the final to this game, Redstickers 66, Hawks 16.
Wow, up by 50.
What a game.
Yes, and in case you were interested in buying a brick here at SJA to honor a student, an alumni, or a faculty member, or even just someone special, bricks are placed around the 5 student commons, and they cost $100, which contributes to the Endowed Scholarship Program for tuition assistance. Bricks can be purchased at sjabricks.org. And if you purchase your brick by February 20th, it will be completed and installed for class of 2026's senior walk on April 29th, which is kind of coming up soon. I believe we have, 63 days left until then?
Yes, I think it's around there.
Yeah, give or take a few days. All right, and we are about to go into a post-game interview with Coach Waller.
Yes.
Pick up everything else, don't do the water.
Hello, Coach Waller.
Hey, ladies, what's up? How y'all doing?
Good. How are you feeling after this win?
Oh, wonderful, great. So proud of my players. They did an exceptional job tonight with all the distractions and adversity. We were able to come out victorious. As I mentioned at halftime, Coach Pearson Mitchell, Rob Mitchell, does an excellent job preparing his players. Louisa McGehee has always been a strong athletic program, so we're very fortunate to come out tonight with a victory. But super proud of my players.
Coach Waller, I actually just learned about your lucky pants. Tell us a little more.
Yeah, look, as a coach, I've been doing this for 20 years plus. I have a lot of superstitions. You know, some mornings I wake up and I eat the same thing on game days, but we started our season 0-2. And we went into a really tough game against Edie White, and the pants that everybody is seeing me wearing right now, they haven't been washed in, I don't know, since November 24th. So we won our first game against Edie White, and then we were able to parlay that and win a second game against Doyle. And this is now 14 in a row. So when I get home tonight, I'm going to put these pants on a hanger, and they're going to go in the closet. My wife, who's my scorekeeper, she has a blue jacket on that she hasn't washed as well. So, you know, it was just superstitious stuff that goes on in the Waller household. But, hey, if it means that we go all the way and win the state championship, I might not wash these pants for another month and a half.
Right. Is there anything that you are going to take away from this game to maybe talk about in practice or just kind of expand on with your team?
Yeah, just our effort. I was very proud of that. We didn't quit. I think we had a little bit of incentive. We was trying to get to that magic number on the scoreboard. But hey, if that's motivation for them to get to that magic number and play hard, I'll take it. It'll help us over the course of the final month and a half of the season. But really proud of just how they handled themselves in the court. I tell my players all the time about, hey, respect the game and the game will respect you back. We didn't do anything out of characteristics as far as an SJ basketball player, student athlete. So I'm happy. I'm proud about that. That I can tell people that my players play hard, they play the game the right way, they play to win, and they respect the game. So definitely looking forward to getting back on the court on Monday and just kind of talking about those things and see if we can keep this winning streak going and keep my pants dirty, so to speak.
Yeah. Thank you, Coach Waller.
Thank you, ladies. Appreciate y'all being here. Y'all doing a great job. Stick to greatness. I'm going to turn this over to Madeline Campbell now. She can't wait to talk to y'all.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Madeline, can you hear us? Hi, Madeline.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Great.
Okay, awesome. You played a great game and you've been playing great in the past couple of games. So what do you think, is there anything that you do in particular to prepare for games? Or, what do you think really helps you succeed in games and even in practice?
I think what helps me succeed in games and in practice is just giving it my all and just doing my best and trying to do what's best for my team so we can keep winning.
Yeah. Awesome. What does this team specifically mean to you? Your teammates, I feel like you'll have a very great connection, and you, I feel like, are a great leader to these girls. So what do these girls mean to you?
They mean everything to me. We're all really close. We do so much stuff outside of basketball together, and I love all of them. And it shows on the court because we And yeah, we've won 14 in a row for a reason, and we're going to keep it up.
Yes, awesome.
As a captain of the team, what is it like to lead these girls into these victories?
It means everything because, I was once a freshman too, and I had great team captains and leaders, and they shaped me into the player I am today. And so it's great to lead them and help them to do their best to help our team win.
Yeah, thank
That's
you so
awesome.
much, Madeline.
Thank you so much, Madeline.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
You're doing amazing. Well, thank you all so much for tuning into the Academy Athletics Network. This has been the SJA Redstickers versus the Hawks. And I'm Linley Denstel, McGehee Hawks.
I'm Ava Thevenot, and special thanks to our camera woman, Louisa W., our scores and stats, Audrey Tullier and Marie Henderson, and our producer, Taylor Martina.
And our wonderful national anthem singer, Anna Claire Wilson.
Yes, and also our game sponsors of the night, Pare Seafood.
Thank you all so much. See y'all next time.
See you next time, which is our next broadcast will be January 13th at home against Live Oak. So we'll see you there.
This has been a presentation of the Academy Athletics Network.